we've reached a defining point in the season. Week 8 in a huge game here on EA Sports College Football. It's the Virginia Cavaliers and the UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe is down on the sideline. Hello, Holly.
Checking in with the Cavaliers head coach before the game. This running back has been revelation all season long. They brought him in the transfer portal, and he has delivered. Each and every week, we see the chemistry grow between he and the quarterback and their offensive line. Now in playoff contention, making some noise in the top 15, they are starting to be a team to contend with, and it is all because of this running back and how he is fueling this offense. Back to you.
All right, Holly. The Bruins headed toward the ball, and we're ready for action. And he muffs it, a loose football. He brought that thing out of the end zone with the idea of making a play, but he didn't even get back to the 25. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. From the gun, the ground game. Turning it on. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37.
And that's not a surprise. We all knew and talked about coming in. Who are they going to feature? They give it to him the first play, and he chews up and gets a first down. We're going to see more of that. I'm excited to watch this matchup with the defense. Jesse, they better get physical. They better get better in a heartbeat.
Well, and they've got to fight some emotion right now, too, because the fans are excited. The offensive line is absolutely juiced after that opening play. They're now getting lathered up. They're now getting excited. They're pointing to the sideline. Run it again. Run the same play again.
And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line. And the Cavaliers will line it up on 1st and 10. See some running room. They'll give him 4 on the pickup at 2nd and 6. Let's take a minute here and think about Virginia. Not sure if you guys saw this, but they had a big-time 4-star running back give a verbal commitment last week. What's his transition going to be like, David?
First of all, everybody saw it. It's all over social media, right? The excitement of landing a guy of that caliber. And just, I mean, that creates excitement in the whole recruiting class and this next cycle.
The Cavaliers pounded the rock to move the sticks. Now back to work. They'll move the tight end. Run in the red zone. It's Lewis. Stop right there.
What a great play by the linebacker. You talk about filling a hole. Defensive line does their jobs. He comes in the hole and says, sit down, sir.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Moving to his left. Looking to the big tight end. Timed that hit perfectly to keep him from making the grab. It'll be 3rd down.
And this has been a really good first drive, man. You talk about scripting the first however many plays. It's different for all the coordinators. Nice drive down the field. Now set up in a 3rd down situation. Let's stay aggressive. Let's capitalize on this momentum and not try to kick these field goals because, you know, kicking field goals sometimes down the road can come back to bite you.
Rush is on. Smashes him with the stiff arm. They'll finally get him stopped at the 1-yard line. What a run there. And the Cavaliers trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Virginia. They get set for the point afters. We have the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So they put together a 9-play, 75-yard drive. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. And that is not what they were after. Kickoff sails out of bounds. An excellent field position for this offense. Throwing, Iamaleava. Caught in the backfield, it's Knight. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage. And the Bruins come to the line in the hurry-up.
Well, the defense ran a long way that time in pursuit, but they were able to make the tackle for a big loss, and they've got to get lined up right away because the offense is going quickly.
Looking for a man, it's Iamaleava. Still moving to his right, trying to make a big play. Couple of guys there to get him on the ground. In the dead center of the field as they try to convert this 3rd and short. Making the adjustment on the play. Iamaleava from the gun on 3rd down. Good job just to get rid of that one.
3rd and short like that on your own side of the field. You're just looking for a quick hitter. You're trying to get the ball out of your hand quickly, but the timing completely off there for the offense, and the ball falls incomplete.
Boy, if they don't convert this 4th down, there will be questions to be answered. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. 4th down, Iamaleava. And the incomplete pass, they roll the dice. Snake eyes.
You know, offensively in that situation, 4th down, you're throwing for it. Everything has to go right, or someone just needs to be able to make a play to keep the drive alive. They couldn't get it done, and now the offense is coming off the field.
They want to run it left here. They got it blocked just enough, and a good gain on that run.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on 1st down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
He'll be dragged to the ground, but it'll be a 1st down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Might as well give it to him again. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on 1st. The sure hands, it's Lewis. He's guided out of bounds. They'll mark it at the 6-yard line, and this defense has to be reeling.
This offense has put a pretty good drive together, man. Like showing a little bit of balance, back-to-back plays, creating some chunks of yardage, and now really set up in a position to do well. 1st and goal, and the defense, their head's spinning a little bit because mixing the run and pass really well on this drive.
And the Cavaliers have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Cavaliers.
And he's in for a 2nd touchdown, man. He knows what to do when he gets down here. He knows how to get in the end zone, and I love when you can run the football as you get closer to that goal line. Be the more physical team, and they're doing just that.
It bounds through the back of the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. He'll do it himself, but nowhere to go. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
Nice job by the defense shutting down all the options, making sure it wasn't easy to read. Nice job going to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Iamaleava unloads to the wideout. Out wide left, it's Grove. The Bruins want to move quickly. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Back to pass, it's Ucla. He just throws it away, and I think the flag's going to be coming in. There it is. Still second down, but now the offense is operating behind the chains. Back to pass, and he'll have to push it downfield. The throw. Timed it perfectly to knock it free and forces the third down. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. Third down from the gun. Here's Ucla. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up fourth down. And the Bruins will bring the punt team onto the field. They'll look to pin him deep. Looks it in. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. They'll crank up this drive from the 30-yard line. Tells the play fake, wants to throw on first down. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. He goes down after the short return, the 1-8 play to get the football back. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Offensively, for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
The give to the back. Oh, he's got some room, headed to the goal line, and he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins.
And that's a big problem for this defense. When you get that guy in space, it's hard to catch him. You got to bottle him up near the line of scrimmage. Palmer, too much daylight too early in that run.
Yeah, you're right, David. And I think that's what makes this guy unique. With his skill sets, you just know it's a matter of time. You just keep giving him the football. Good things are going to happen. Long touchdowns are going to happen. You saw it right there.
And the extra point is good. From inside the 15, here's the return. He'll be brought down at the 22-yard line. Good coverage on that one as the return is stopped short of the 25. They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. The give on the counter. And they get to him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 2.
Offensively, you want to run that counter, right, to try to take advantage of hyperactive defenses, but just poor execution. Not a good job understanding where I need to go when I bounce that thing backside, and it bounced outside. You want to take that thing inside, so the offense needs to operate.
Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Takes it the other way. They get him out of bounds, but a chunk play to wrap up the first quarter, and this offense will carry momentum into the second. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. They've got a first down here to open the period. Wide receiver going in motion. Throws it off the RPO. Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll take this into the end zone, but hang on just a second. Flag down. Let's see what this is about. Looking for the tie with the extra point. Well, you could draw a line in the middle, and he would have hit that thing. And that extra point was good, and we were all tied up here in the second. He'll take the return and try to improve the field position. And the returner will be knocked down. Working the ground game.
Man, when I can run the football like that on first down and create second and inches and stay way ahead of the sticks and be in a position now where I can throw the football or run, I will have a lot of success on the offensive side of the football.
Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
Yeah, it's a really good job with the misdirection, right? Bringing somebody's one direction with so much speed, the defense reacts. Now you bring another guy the other direction. Hard to see one and then react to the other, especially with that kind of speed on the field. And that's why you had a big play.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
Selling the fake. Under pressure. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And that pressure got to him quick. I mean, you talk about you want your quarterback to feel comfortable. Man, he didn't have time to feel comfortable. He didn't have time to get his feet set and get in the ground. This offensive line's got to do a better job.
Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Finds the tight end. Good pickup there as he gets the first down, and they'll mark him at the 48.
And it's on third downs like this. If you want to attack the middle of the field, you got to look for the tight end. Really nice route. Great job looking that football in. You can tell this quarterback really has a lot of confidence when he's in the pocket looking for the big fella, and they're able to hook up there.
Man, it's nice when you can depend on your big boys up front to make a lane, and you get 5 or 6 yards. You get 5 or 6 yards a pop. You move the ball down the field easily, and more importantly, can get this defense to be more aggressive, to bring DBs close to the line of scrimmage, and then that might open up some big plays down the field.
Jumped on top of the pile.
That linebacker shot through the hole so fast and timed up that snap count perfectly, getting the big hit on the running back for the tackle for loss.
Third down, and they'll need to get the ball to the 38-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws to the tight end. And that one falls incomplete, trying to get a chunk play on that one. He had him open there, and I know this quarterback expects to make that throw.
It's a tough throw because, again, you got a couple steps on a guy. That's not wide open. These DBs are so fast, but that is a throw that you do expect a guy like that caliber, to be able to play a little pitch and catch and make that happen.
Virginia will call its first timeout. And they'll have 2 left to work with here in the first half. It's 4th down and 6, and they'll try to convert. Snapped it, and he has to have it. Rolling to the right, trying to make something happen. There he goes. Rolls inside the 30 and out of bounds at the 29, and now they're threatening. The Cavaliers have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Lewis. Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Well, the defense blitzed on that last run, but it was the big fella on the inside that made the stop and made the play. Great job flying out of his stance, locating where the football was, and getting to the ball carrier. A really good job at the point of attack.
Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down. They've methodically worked it down the field. This the 11th play of the drive, but the defense can get off the field now. A little release to the back. This defense makes a play, stopping him well short, and it'll be 4th down from the 24.
Yeah, and that's one of those where you just look at the coverage. You look at down the field, taking away all the options, making sure you don't throw that ball downfield to get the first down. The only option, check it to the running back. Now I close that space. Nice job tackling.
It's incomplete, and the defense makes a stop and gets the football back. Caught in the backfield. It's Grove. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28-yard line as this offense tries to mount a drive. Guys, let's take a minute here and think about UCLA. They've jumped to the top of the conference standings. Now the trick is finding a way to stay there.
Well, and that's your goal to start the season. It's always about the conference first. It's not about the national championship picture. So great job taking care of business within the conference, Jesse, but a lot of meat still left on the schedule.
Yeah, and remember, conference championships mean a lot because the way the college football playoff is set up, if you're winning your conference championship, you're probably in the playoff discussion. So they've got a lot of games ahead. They're in that prime spot right now inside their conference.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
And I think that time he was trusting his pocket awareness and his arm a little bit too much. You've got to remember, you're one of the best athletes in the country playing the position. If you see a crease, you've just got to take off and get it.
Oh, pressure's coming. He's got an open man. They finally get to him. And what a play there to pick up the first down.
If we're going to complete these in-breaking routes over the middle of the field, it's really important as a quarterback you don't stare the guy down and tip off where you're throwing the football. He's trying to freeze the safeties in this defense and then throws it on time. Accurate throw, nice pitch and catch.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. Safe little shovel pass. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
And those aren't the guys I'm leaving open on defense. These slot wide receivers, they've got the space in the middle of the field to work. I got to make sure that I got somebody inside of him. I got somebody outside of him. I can't give him the football because a lot of times these guys, they're good with it after the catch. They got that quickness. They got that speed, and he showed some of it there.
Using his legs, it's Knight. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
That back had nowhere to go. The defensive line ate up the blocks, but how about the linebackers swarming in, coming in and making a great play on the ball carrier?
The lost yardage leaves him with 2nd and 11. Throwing, Iamaleava. Fired in there, but incomplete. From here, it would just be a 30-yard field goal try. Let's see how aggressive they're going to be to try to pick up that first down. Motion from the wideout. Straight ahead, it's Knight. Plows through the defense. They'll make the stop about a yard short of the first down.
What an unbelievable effort that time by the running back. Great vision and showing off his speed. And now with that big gain, he puts his head coach in a position where he's going to have to make a decision here what he wants to do on 4th and short.
Motion from the wide receiver. There's got enough space, and he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, UCLA!
This guy just has a nose for the end zone, and you love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field, and go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown on the season.
He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Drops back on first down. They're all over him. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And the QB leaves the pocket, and he scrambles out, and he goes to his right. And I love how he keeps his eyes down the field, trying to make a play, trying to throw the football with the relentless chase. I love it. Getting to the quarterback.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. And it's incomplete, going for the massive, explosive play instead. They're looking at a third down.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Another incompletion on third down.
Every defense in the country talks about getting offenses in predictable third and long situations where I can bring on more speedsters and I know the pass is coming so I can have more success.
Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Changing the routes with his receivers. Iamaleava. Still looking. And he'll just get rid of that one.
Know the situation, know the game of football, right? When I start to get outside the pocket, I don't see anything there. I can throw the ball away. I don't have to take a sack, get a lost yardage play. I can just throw the ball out of bounds as long as it passes the line of scrimmage. We go on to the next down. No harm, no foul.
Looking downfield, it's Iamaleava. Fires to the wideout. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Touchdown, Bruin! Rolled into the end zone, and this crowd was eating it up.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself open, and he was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a 2-play drive. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. This late in the half, here's the question. How aggressive will the play calling be? Fresh setter downs going to the air. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
A good job by this defense. Great job in the secondary. Eyes on the quarterback. They took away the first option, made him go to option 2, made him go through his progression, and then they got time to get home and get a hit on the quarterback.
Rush right in his face. The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
And this offensive line's got to do a little better job, man. You've got to give your quarterback time to go through his progressions, from go to 1 to 2, and then maybe make a play. And he goes off of his first target, and you could tell he did not have much time getting hit as he's trying to throw the football. You've got to protect your quarterback.
Third and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting upfield. You're under pressure. You don't have timing. And as a result now, 4th down.
Hunt is on its way. Searching for space. Makes a move. Boy, did he show it all on that return. The speed, the explosiveness, and took a little momentum with him out of bounds. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Guys, kind of the unofficial halfway point of the season. Week 8 and another exciting update from the EA Sports desk. We start with a look in on Purdue, taking on the number 19 team, the Florida State Seminoles. And it's the Boilermakers. With one of the truly dazzling offensive displays we've witnessed this season. They had a scoring answer every time they needed one and win a fireworks-filled football game. The win puts them a game over 500 as this group looks to stabilize its season. Here now some other games you may have interest in, and social media has some sharp opinions about the state of things right now.
Flush to the left. And he will wisely throw it to the kid playing the tuba.
A nice job by the quarterback there. You're outside the pocket, nobody's open, so you throw the ball away knowing that you still have more chances to get this first down.
They'll need a bunch on second down.
Easy. Hurricane. Here go Luther. Pick it up. Oh, zone. Come on, sawmill.
Here's Iamaleava to throw. He fires a bullet to the right. He's got it up to 30. Off and running. Touchdown, Bruins. He found some open space and turned on the Jets. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown.
Well, we know this offense can score points in a variety of ways. You saw it in the first half. And here we go in the second half. They're explosive. They've got playmakers all over the field, and they waste no time putting up another touchdown.
The kickoff bounces through the end zone. They'll bring it out to the 25. Virginia sending its offense back onto the field. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
A lot of times you see these defenses, man, they pull the run blitzes. They understand the formations. It might be a run, play the percentages, and then you got to deal with the big defensive tackle inside. So more bodies near the line of scrimmage. Everybody's got to pick him up, but they didn't block the most important guy, the big fella right in the middle.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. From the gun. Makes the catch. It's Flores. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Hits inside, it's Lewis. 9-yard pickup on the play. It's now 2nd and 1.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
After the 9-yard pickup on 1st down, here's 2nd and 1. Sends it back in motion. This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. He stopped right at the 50-yard line, but they'll move the chains. It's 1st down. And the Cavaliers are moving quickly down the field. Play action on 1st down. Got the back over the middle. They get him down at the 34-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup and a 1st down. The Cavaliers come to the line with a new set of downs. Quick give. It's Lewis. Give him a pickup of 2, now 2nd and 8.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
Throws for the tight end. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it.
And if this offense is going to get back in the football game, those are the plays they have to make. Like, they have to make contested catches. They got to find a way to get some points, to create some explosive plays. Those 50-50 balls, when you get your hand on it, man, they got to start making those plays.
Working that left side. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And the defense has to be kicking themselves for allowing a first down there. You're just maybe going to give them a few yards and let them set up for a field goal. Instead, you let them move the chains, and now they're knocking on your door, 1st and goal.
And he surges across the line. Touchdown, Virginia! That's his 3rd touchdown of the game, and give him 16 on the year. Sometimes we ask coaches about halftime adjustments, and they go blah, 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 blah. And then sometimes they make some good ones.
Sometimes that blah, 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 blah actually works, but it's working now. But it might be too little too late, but at least you got the party started.
And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. UCLA will go back to work on offense. This lead that they've been working with has dwindled to 2 possessions, and now they'll try to find a little breathing room on this drive. Here comes the heat. Turns it upfield. Out to the 36-yard line after gaining 10 on that one.
The defense has got to be able to make a play at some point here in the second half. You're down 2 possessions. You need to steal a possession badly. You need to have a takeaway. The coverage is going to have to be way tighter than on that last throw. Otherwise, this offense is just going to go up and down the field.
He scrambled forward and got a few and turned that into a positive play. The Bruins can really attack on this 2nd and short. On the run, it's Knight. They get him on the ground, but it'll be enough to pick up the 1st down.
Awesome job. Run the football, right? It's really basic. Go to those plays you know can get you 1st downs, get you some extra set of downs, then you can go make big plays.
Play action. Iamaleava. Still looking to his right. Right side, it's Matthews. Turning it on. And another big game for this offense. They are putting explosive pass after explosive pass up in this one. All the way down to the 25-yard line. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback changing the play. Throwing, Iamaleava. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be 2nd down. Couldn't make the connection last time. Let's see if they throw it again. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And again finds nowhere to run. Maybe got it back to the line of scrimmage this time.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
Third down in the gun, Iamaleava. Working the middle. Works his way to the 4-yard line, and they'll have it 1st and goal.
And, man, that is a big missed opportunity for this defense. They need to get back in this football game. They needed to stop them on 3rd and long, and now this offense set up in a position to get more points.
Trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And with this long drive, man, they're just showing you what they've been showing you throughout this football game. They can get it done. They can score points. And now, getting later in the football game, getting up by 3 possessions, the pressure is really on.
And they tacked on the extra point. He'll bring it out. It's Beebe. Sometimes you just have to take the touchback. They get him down at the 4-yard line. They are pinned deep in their own territory. They'll snap it from their own 4 to start the drive. They'll run the counter. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
And this offense just can't afford not to get the first down here. Already trailing big, and the clock is not their friend. Look out! Going downfield for the big play. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
And that's a big shot, and that's a big incompletion, but this offense has to continue to do more of that.
Guys, look at this. I'm surprised. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th down. Snapped on 4th down. Moves to his right. He's not afraid to go deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. And the Bruins trying to cash it in on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Bruins! And they take it in for 6 more points. The offense did exactly what it's supposed to do with a start like that one.
When you're set up with that field position, you're thinking touchdowns. You're not thinking field goals. It's exactly what the offense does. Takes advantage of great field position.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. That's exactly what you want to do when you have that type of field position. Strike quickly, and they did. 1 play, and they put it on the board. He'll bring it out. It's Courtney. That gamble did not pay off. Bring him down at the 12-yard line. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Stands in and takes the hit. And they couldn't connect on the deep shot. Let's see if things get worse. There's a flag on the field. Which way is this going to go? And the penalty accepted, and they'll...